It's got to go that way.
This way?
No, other way. No, keep going. A little more. Right there. Yeah, perfect. We're back.
Yeah.
Yes, I blew my nose, and then everything just.
I threw an edible carburetor at the camera.
He got so mad, it happens. All right, wait. Maybe we got to go a little bit more, or maybe we got to move. Let's see. If I go this way, I got to go this way a little bit. Okay.
All right.
That's kind of like all right.
Yeah.
Not really. We're not set. We're supposed to be professionals. Yeah. Jeez, what do I do here? Okay.
Here.
Okay.
Sit down. We're gonna go that way, and that's the way it's gonna be.
All right, that'll work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi guys.
Hi.
We're back. Yes, Mexican Spec. This is the real one. Sorry about that, Mark Suave. All right. So, where were we? Yes, my sinuses shut down another live. So, just in case, what happened was I had to blow my nose. So I went in the other room so I wouldn't be disgusting. And I came back in and I tripped over all of these wires. You can't see it. I just have a rat's nest of wires over here. And I tripped over them and unplugged the camera. So we had to reboot. All right.
Because the camera's very sensitive.
Yes. Let's see.
So Roxy goes, tick, turk.
What? How is that? Is that the name your parents gave you? Is
yeah.
it? Hey Tony, explain the UF of the benefits of installing a set of HP manifolds are worth the cost for a small cam 10-20-33 cruiser and a C-body to do a video. You mean the difference between just a regular log manifold and the HP manifolds? Not a whole lot. I mean, like maybe 5 horsepower. They really don't make that much of a difference. Yes, and Zero is back. Mexican Spec is back. Zero's putting up a link to Jamie's channel, Dead Dodge Garage, which is the best Mopar channel in all of YouTube. Better than mine. He features stuff that I don't even. And they actually, I was wrong about something.
What? And you're going to admit it on television?
Yes, that one I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
Okay.
They did a video on the long ram intake manifolds.
Okay.
Right. The cross rams.
Yeah.
Right. And they said that
they're not worth.
No, they said the 61, 62, or 60 and 61 were the long manifolds, long runner manifolds, and then later the 63, 64 were the shorter runner.
Okay.
And I said, you're wrong. I said they're all the long runner, except the only short runner ones were the ones that they produced in 1961 for lane speed racing. And they made like 15 or 20 sets, and they're very coveted.
Okay.
But I was wrong, and they were right. I was wrong in that the later manifolds do incorporate that shorter runner.
Okay.
Okay. But they're heated from the exhaust. The plenum is heated from the exhaust on those, where on the lane speed, or the over-the-counter short runners, those are heated with water because those cars use headers. So there's no provision for. So at any rate, I was wrong, and Jamie was right. So there you go. And all right. Let's see.
And with Jamie, he could play with complete garbage and just be happy all day and get nowhere with it.
He's a happy guy, man.
Yeah, I know.
That's the way it should be. Mark Sauvé. I'm sorry, brother. Alan Shilbreath, Speed Racer, real or not? Go Speed Racer, go.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Anybody's got a monkey.
This is what I'm saying. Let's see.
What is a 66 base Plymouth Fury with a 318 probably in good shape? What's it worth?
What's it worth? Not a whole lot.
No.
It just depends on the condition. Like a driver, 3,000, 2,500, 3,000. Something you can just get in, turn the key and drive and kind of fix up as you go along. 3,000-ish. A really nice one, 8 to 10. They're not.
I was going to ask, on Marketplace, did you see the guy that's got that, I think it's a 67 satellite for like $4,000?
No, I didn't see that. I did see a guy with a 4-door car that he wants 10,000 for.
Well, that's because he knows what he has.
Yeah, I know what I got.
Yeah. I thought about that, and I'm like, well, I have no room.
Let's see. Purple Ninja. Dumb question, but just got there's no such thing as a dumb question, man.
Mm-hmm.
Got my block back from the shop, clean, boiled, etc. Should I prep it for primer now before it gets dirty? Yes. Or am I getting ahead of myself and skipping something important? No, yeah, now is the time. If you're going to paint it, now is the time to do it. Not after you've handled it and
it's all greasy, grimy, gopher guts all over because it's just going to get dirty.
Yep. Follow the steps I did on that painting video. So now that block.
Yes.
You've seen it now.
Yes.
How does it look?
Nice.
It looks like the day that I painted it, right?
Yeah.
What the hell thing was that video? I don't remember.
How to paint your engine for $1 or something like that.
Something like that, right? Go watch that video. Follow those steps exactly. But now is the time you want to paint it, not after you've assembled it and you've got greasy fingerprints and oil running down the side and everything else. Do it now.
And take your time.
Yes, you're not in any rush.
No, you're not. No one's pressuring you to do anything. If it takes you a whole day to clean it, mask it off, and get one layer of primer on it, so be it.
Yep.
Take your time.
Duster gone. Yes, the duster is gone. It went to its new home yesterday.
It's gone.
Gone.
What's in the background for the Sunday night video now? Anything?
Trees.
Yeah. Oh, you don't replace it with the driveway cars or nothing?
No. I told Kathy today, it's like, this is the first time in my life I really want to try to live like a human.
Stop it.
Yes. I really want to try to live like a human. And I want to have just a nice open, human backyard. You know what I mean? You have a nice human backyard, right? Mm-hmm. Yes, I want that.
Okay.
I want that. So, I'm enjoying that. We got a little fire pit now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And
you get the glorious new fence.
Yes. And I'm gonna have the rest of the fence done in the fall.
Okay.
So I'll have a nice new fence all the way around.
Mm-hmm. I think we answered this question though. Last week I asked at the end of the rule question, 225 or a 4-liter, which choose the Jeep engine?
Oh, the 4-liter.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 100%. 100%. There's no comparison. It's apples and oranges. The 4-liter is a far superior engine. Let's see. Joe K, can't wait for Sunday now. You'll get to watch Winnie romp and frolic in the background.
Need the blue Roadrunner for the background. Now the blue Roadrunner's in the garage.
The blue Roadrunner will be making an appearance before the end of the year. So the reason I did that carburetor video yesterday is because I'm rounding up cores because I'm going to build a pair of carburetors for it. The ones that are on there now are original 1962 343 horse 383 carburetors, and they are tired. The throttle shafts are toast, but most importantly, the jets in the rear. So on the Edelbrox, the jets screw into the floor. Edelbrox Carter's Edelbrox. The jets screw into the floor of the float bowls, and they're permanently forever frozen in place, and there's no way to get them out. So I can't do any real tuning on those carburetors. So the reason I did that video yesterday is because I'm rounding up Edelbrock cores. I'm looking for the right pair of 600s to do for that car. So that'll be out before the end of this year. Corey Melvin, thank you for the super chat. Are turbohydromatic fluid levels ever accurate? Mine rises when it cools. Yes, because some of it drains back out of the converter. So when the engine is running, okay, and that's why you got to check the fluid level with the engine running. Okay, when the engine is running, the converter fills with fluid, and then you've also got transmission fluid that's wrapped up in the transmission, in the works of the transmission, through all of the circuitry and like in the tail shafts and in the lines and everything else. And when you shut it off and the pump stops circulating all of that fluid, some of the fluid drains back from the converter, and all of the fluid that's in circulation all drains back into the pan. So you'll get two different levels depending on whether it's running or not. And that's what you've got going on.
Yes. And then unless you have a bad check valve in your pump, like on the Turbo 350 originally had the Ranger, that I would drain half the converter back. So, I had to put a deep pan in it because that was easier than putting a new pump in the transmission. So depending on how the health of that check valve is, it may affect the level also.
Special Agent James, good evening. Glad you could stop by, my brother. Whoops. Oops. There you go. Let's see. We're talking amongst each other.
Yeah.
Judge Fed 426. Just ignorance on my part, so forgive me. No, don't worry about that, bro. What makes the 4.0 a superior engine? Cylinder heads, you got, first off, the bore, okay? Because the Slant 6 is limited. It's a 3.4 inch bore. You go 60 over on it, max. You're still under a 3.5 inch bore. The 4 liter, you go to 4 inch. What's the biggest bore size on the floor on the AMC motor? Do you remember?
No.
Right, bore size, valves. The combustion chambers are much larger. You can get much bigger valves in there. The ports are, you could not port a Slant 6 head to get to the stock size of the 4 liter head. They're just superior all the way around. It's just a better engine. The Slant 6 was designed as an economy engine. The reason that the Slant 6 existed was for the Valiant, and the whole purpose of it was to get it as low and as short as possible to fit the compact car. It was never supposed to move heavy vehicles. They expanded it in every dimension internally to make the 225. No, I'm sorry, they didn't change the bore. They just increased the stroke by an inch to make the 225. But it's not nearly the engine that the original AMC motor, the Typhoon or the Hurricane's Typhoon 6, which is what the 4 liter is evolved from. Apples and oranges, two completely different engines.
What'd you take to the super chat there?
I will take the super chat from Gabriel. 500. Whoa, 500. What's that V with a line on it?
Looks like yen. If that's 500 yen, that's a nice $50 super chat.
Well, thank you, Gabriel.
Yeah.
How do you know if reversion is causing a problem? What to check? Still watching from Japan. Okay, so reversion on the intake side, reversion on the exhaust side. Because see, some reversion in the intake is normal, and that's the whole principle behind ram tuning, behind having those long runners and all that, is to work with the reversion or that noise, the sonic pulse that works its way back and forth. When is it a problem?
It's only a problem if you're running a short manifold and you're vibing back out the horn of the carburetor.
I saw a video. A guy built a slant motor. Okay, it's a high RPM slant motor, and he used a set of side drafts on it, Weber's. Okay, and the reversion was so severe that on the dyno there was literally a cloud of fuel hanging like so here's
outside
here's
of
the
the hood of
carburetor.
the carburetor.
Yeah, outside the carburetors, there's just a cloud of fuel outside the carbs. So in order to capture that lost power from the reversion, the manifold runners would have had to extend way past where that cloud of fuel was. So I mean, reversion is bad until you turn it into power. Does that make sense?
Yes, because exactly. That's why the original Chrysler engineers had those dryer duct tubes in the big thing to get rid of that pulse, to dampen that pulse.
Right.
Those big. You think of the. Am I thinking this right? The longer the tube, that's just a bigger dampener for reversion. This wave.
Well, it's not a damper. What it does is so the pulse when the valve closes, all right, that pulse, which would be reversion, travels back up the intake manifold. Now, when the valve opens again, that pulse is going back, and it actually helps push the mixture into the cylinder. So
because
it's like
when it goes back, there's
natural
vacuum.
supercharger.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying about reversion. Now, reversion is bad if it extends past if the reversion pulse is strong enough or timed to where it extends past the intake port, like the carburetor, right, or the induction, the throttle blade. Okay, if that reversion extends past the throttle blade, it's bad because it's disrupting the flow through the carburetor or the fuel injector. It doesn't make any difference. But if the runner is long enough so that reversion can't reach the throttle blade, then that reversion becomes power.
Because that negative wave acts like a slingshot.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Dead Dodge Garage, that young punk is in here. He's got some pair after he's calling me out.
I want to know if he's gonna, for the call out, he's gonna drive down again.
No. We're gonna run by time slips.
Oh, so you get to go to your.
He went to his track
unsupervised, and you get to go to your track unsupervised. That just leads for cheating. We're gonna stop and put a bottle in Tony's slag hammer before we go to the track and keep the hood closed.
No, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be straightforward with it. When it runs, what it runs. I've got to get a dog sitter scheduled. It may be a week or two, a couple of weeks before we get back out to the track, but we got you. So what we're going to do now, okay, is since we can't line up together at the same time on the same track and make it a grudge run, right? What we're going to do is include the reaction time. So let's just say, right, we both ran identical ETs. We both ran, 820.
Okay.
Whatever it is.
The reaction
right?
time is the tiebreaker?
The reaction time is going to be the difference. So whoever has the better reaction time would have won that race.
Okay. Well, that might be better because that way Jamie can email you an ice cream cake and they can deliver it in town and it won't be melty.
Oh, we're raising the stakes now.
Ooh,
I mean,
really?
it was an ice cream cake, but since this is a rematch, I mean,
so
we have to talk about the stakes.
Oh, okay.
The stakes, Jamie. We have to talk about the stakes.
The stakes.
Yeah. I'll leave it at that for now. Let's see. Jamie is saying, I fully anticipated dog sitter delays. I had a joke about it, but it hit the cutting room floor. Yeah, I've only got one person really that I trust with my dogs, and Doris has. She's in demand. What can I tell you? She's like dog sitter extraordinaire. So we have to line up ahead of time. Yes, Jamie, we're going to raise the stakes. Mexican Spec saying, if you win, Tony, Jamie will mail you an ice cream cake. No.
No.
We're past ice cream cake.
A nice box from like Omaha Steaks or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How about maybe a year subscription to Omaha Steaks if you really want to, if there's really confidence building.
A year subscription?
Yes.
That could break one of us. That is not cheap. Steak, which cut? Dude, I buy tenderloins. I buy beef tenderloins and I get all my steaks from that. I don't score around with like,
all the other stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
That's hamburger. Jamie says he met Doris. She was cool. Yes, Doris is an angel. I love Doris.
He says he has expensive taste. So all
right, good man. So we both have expensive tastes. We went when he was here, right? We were in Nashville, right?
Mm-hmm.
We were filthy, just like disgusting, like I always am. Okay,
yeah.
And we wanted to get something to eat. We didn't want to go to a highfalutin place. We were thinking we were going to go for steaks, right?
Right.
But it was like it wasn't going to happen. So we dove into the first restaurant that we saw. Okay, it was we probably won't get thrown out of this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got what was essentially 2 chicken cutlets. Okay. Like he got one, I got one, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was $109 freaking dollars. Well, like 2 chicken cutlets.
After that and Power Tour, you have to eat at home.
Yeah, seriously, right? The $60.
The $60 cheeseburger at the racetrack where there was nothing going on. I had a rant about that on Monday too, but
did you?
Yes, because whoever was in charge of Power Tour Nashville Stop, they really fucked the dog hard.
Okay.
There was the only real entertainment was maybe the autocross where you could see 2 corners you couldn't get to. There was no drag racing. There was no. It was just like.
Why did they not set up the autocross in front of a stand so that people could climb up and watch? Because I wanted to watch the autocross.
They have, it's a NASCAR track. They have stands. Exactly.
The dumbest thing I've ever seen. You were there with me. We were watching through the chain link fence. You got to see the car come around a curve this way, go like this,
and disappear.
Yeah, and then just make noise the rest of the way. In the meantime, there's freaking grandstands all over the place, but they couldn't set up the autocross in a place where spectators could go watch the autocross.
No, and they couldn't set up a drag race on God forbid, on the front straightaway.
They used to have drag racing on the pit lane.
Yes, because the pit lane is flat.
They set up an 8-mile drag.
There was nothing there.
They did it for 2 years.
Yes.
You're ridiculous. I know.
And then, they didn't let people in until noon. So the cars are backed up for 3 or 4 hours. I mean, we're leaving at, in the afternoon, there's still 5 miles of cars trying to get into one gate, which was stupid ass too.
It was ridiculous. It was just ridiculous.
Yeah. So if you're watching person in charge of Nashville Power Tour, shame on you. Shame.
Fubar, put up the link to my merch. Thank you, Fubar.
You put up the link to my channel also. Thank you, Fubar.
Alan Shildroff, the entertainment was people laughing at you for buying a $30 hamburger. I know.
Yeah. Well, I did like a $9 grilled cheese, so it's not any better.
Let's see. They're talking about circuit boards.
Mm-hmm.
They're talking about indicator bulbs. Zero put up the link to Jamie's channel, Dead Dodge Garage, the troublemaker.
Dead Dodge Troublemaker Garage.
Young punk, right? Who happens to have the best Mopar channel in all of YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Were the buns made of gold? No, bro. They were just like 2 freaking hamburgers.
They're just buns. Yeah, just grocery store hamburger buns. Yeah.
Okay, Mexican Spec saying that. Oh, he's talking about Danny Boy. The turn indicators on my 74 Dart didn't work on the dash. We cleaned everything and they start working. Oh, those circuit boards, man. They're the way. The way the contacts are very light on those bulbs, those twist-in things. So the contacts are very light, and they get dirty, and they just stop working. That's very common on those. Logan P. Aid, his buns are gold. Okay. Let's see. All right, they're talking about the bulbs.
Yeah.
Lots of talk about bulbs.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. Anybody's talking about sounds.
Sound.
Yes.
There are sounds in the world, yes.
Uh,
Clean it all up. Yeah, they're talking about cleaning indicator bulbs and stuff like this. But again, I hate to go there, but 48?
oh my God, there's only 48 thumbs up.
Is this my show or is this your show?
This is your show.
That's why there's only 48.
Yeah, I'm just along for the ride, bro. I make a stage and you come and dance on it. That's
Dance like a monkey.
This is what it is,
Yeah,
right?
I'm a Muppet. Yep.
Yeah. So it's
yeah.
clearly an indication of your popularity.
It is. Well, I'm aware of that. Big ugly man gets no likes.
What cam do you have on Bottle Rocket? Lumpy cam. Judge Fett, end of the world again. 2 engines to choose from: 318 or 383. 383. Mr. Blutarski.
I've seen that too.
My clutch is squeaking at idle. My carb is effed. And who cares? I have tomorrow off. Nice. If your clutch is squeaking at idle, that's your throwout bearing. Yeah. And, your carb, it's junk.
It's effed, yeah,
This is what I'm saying. Take it apart. Fix it.
Mm-hmm. You have the entire day to do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Logan, Tony, is it a 3/4 race cam? It's a 1930 seconds.
The big one.
Yeah. Actually, no, it's just bigger than a half inch. 1930 seconds would be just a little bit.
Shh, they can't do math. Shh.
Right. 7/8. It's a 7/8 cam. Jump over the Coke can in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Olive Dreb hates Nazis.
Okay. They're all dead now, so that's okay.
No, they've got plenty of them, like in Ukraine.
Oh, there's more Nazis.
Yeah, they're all Nazis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life.
Says who?
I've worked with a lot of people who would disagree with that.
Yes.
Yes.
There's a lot of people that are fat, drunk, and stupid and are happy as clams. Yeah. Maybe they know something.
Zero saying next Wednesday is Nikola Tesla's birthday and yours. Next Wednesday is Zero's birthday. We need to have a birthday celebration for Zero.
What are we going to do?
I don't know. Zero, what requests? I can't even speak. What requests do you have for your birthday, my brother?
What can we do to make this the best birthday ever?
Ever. You want a clown? I'll get a clown.
We'll get a clown to go to his house.
We can
you want a clown here?
We can have a clown here.
No.
No?
Yeah.
What if he wants it?
All right.
Zero, you speak, bro. You want a clown? Whatever you want.
Yeah. Clowns, trains. What do you want?
Bread's Restorations did make it.
And he's really not that late because he missed the first 1 hour debacle.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You're only 28 minutes late. Not as late as you think.
No record of Bluto.
Okay. You want
Punch and Pie.
Punch and Pie.
Okay.
Yeah.
We send him Punch and Pie?
I think he wants us to eat a pie.
Wherever he wants.
Yeah, be more specific.
Yeah. Wait, these guys are really hung up on the fudgy the whale cake.
Now, Abel says lemon. Since we're off on a tangent anyway about lemon cookies, for
Not for me.
I know, but I'm telling a story.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, for Lucky's birthday, which is the 7th, a couple days from now, I got her all this stuff from England, all this royalty stuff, all this.
Did you go to the place in Smyrna?
No. I got it right from England.
Oh, okay.
I ordered it right from the castle, and they had these. I got her books and claws and baskets and just jellies and all that kind of stuff. But in one of these tins was these lemon biscuits, and of course a biscuit is just a cookie, but they call it a biscuit. Those were the best lemon cookies ever had.
Really?
Yes.
I can't imagine a good lemon cookie.
It was pretty good.
Okay.
See, I don't mind the taste of lemon. You might not like it, but
I like lemon in certain things, but not in cookies. I like it in Eid. You know what I mean?
Aid,
Right.
lemon meringue, yeah. But
You know when lemon works really good? And I haven't done it in such a long time, and I forgot. Chicken cutlets.
chicken cut
A little lemon juice on the chicken cutlets really spices them up.
and Diet Mountain Dew. You squeeze a lemon into a Diet Mountain Dew. It's fantastic.
I don't drink Mountain Dew. Platinum Mountain Dew.
Okay, now that we can come back maybe. Have you ever built a 318 stroker?
Say that again now?
Have
I ever built one?
Yeah.
No, I have.
Okay.
I have never built one. No, but it's no different than building a. Obviously, it depends on how big of a stroke. If you're talking about a 4-inch stroke, there's nothing to it. You just drop it in. It's the same as building.
Mm.
There's no clearancing necessary. Dead Dodge. Oh, Jamie, your Tang thing. My dad used to drink black coffee with Tang.
Oh God!
Well, that's interesting.
Now you're gonna try that, like a black and orange.
I'll try it. I'll try it. I mean, that's sort of like a little bit of anisette in like espresso, Tang and black coffee. I mean, why not? I would try that. Tang is what Stanley Kubrick decided that the astronauts needed to drink in outer space.
When they were on a movie set, dancing on the pretend moon.
Did I say that?
No, I said that.
Oh, okay.
You were just giving credit to the engineer who, gave a name to Tang. I'm just debunking the whole.
Well, Stanley Kubrick was a filmmaker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know that.
Yeah. Shh. We give them Tang. It doesn't show up in black and white. They'll be fine.
Let's see.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is a tangent that we've led these people down.
Stephen S. Paul is saying, without Tang, we never would have made it to the 21st century. And I agree completely. Completely.
Tang was invented before the space program. Well, obviously, if it was invented after, they wouldn't have it on the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stanley could not have chosen
Yeah.
Tang. Judge Fett, is it somewhat true that the 3.9 V6 is basically a 318 with 2 cylinders lobbed off? It's not somewhat true. It's exactly true.
Exactly. Yeah.
Let's see. Raymond Kamal, UT, and Dead Dodge coming to Gimli Raceways. No, we're going to race at our own home tracks, and we're gonna go by time slips, including reaction times. So it's like reaction time is going to figure into the equation because we're making it like we're actually lining up together. So whoever cuts a better light is going to have the advantage, and that'll be subtracted from the overall ET. We'll work out the math and we'll figure out exactly who would have won that race if it comes that close. And it's not going to be. even remotely that close. But if it did, reaction times will figure into the equation.
Again, more Tang jokes.
Danny Boyd used to eat Kool-Aid powder straight out of the package. You're a badass, bro. You're a badass. Zero saying, ever see 2001 Space Odyssey? Yep. Old Stan's version of the moon and its surface are clear. How anyone drew similarity is absurd. Let's see. Rocky Marks laugh now because you clowns have had double secret probation since the beginning of the semester.
Yeah.
Oh, it's from
Animal House.
Animal House, right?
Yeah.
I had a friend of mine, Nicky the Retard, went to Villanova University in the late 70s. And we used to go over, and I'll tell you the truth, it wasn't that dissimilar to.
The colleges still aren't that dissimilar to. It's a bunch, just 18 and 19-year-old kids just
Yeah, it was,
exploring the limits of alcohol in their systems.
let's see. Zero saying it has it here on VHS plus Clockwork. Clockwork Orange is a good movie, man. It's but Dr. Strangelove is my favorite. There's three movies I've watched over and over and over and over and over again, and I never got tired of them. Right? It's Mad World, Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and Dr. Strangelove. Those are like three movies I just never get tired of. Boy, these guys are really, they're into powdered soft drinks.
Yes, they are. We don't know, anything strangers. Just, yeah. Yeah. Again, we give them an inch and they go 75 miles down the road with.
Man, I'm just blowing through these waters. I sweat a lot today. It was hot out there.
Were you? Oh, you were here all day?
I got here at 4:30 in the morning.
What are you doing up at 4:30?
The bike. I was all excited.
Couldn't sleep.
Couldn't sleep. So I got here and I got it off the trailer and I got it running. And when the sun was coming up, I was blasting around through the fields and the woods in the back over there.
Okay.
Until I got like really tired. And then he says, "Yeah, I'm really too old for this.
Yeah.
But I'm going to do it anyway." And then and I didn't crash it once, bro. I didn't crash the thing once.
No.
Nope. I stayed upright the whole time.
Okay.
I mean, I was power sliding around and doing all kinds of shit, doing some wheelies.
Yeah.
It was great.
Just having a good time. Yeah.
And then I worked on it. Then I started stripping all that shit off that I showed you.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my morning.
Oh, okay.
Jeff Hutchins is saying Tony's favorite movie choices explains a lot.
Mm-hmm.
How so, Jeff? How so?
Mm-hmm. Like your movie you like, and I think I've talked about this before, but there is a movie from the early mid 90s. It's called Oscar. It was with Sylvester Stallone, and he plays a gangster. And it's kind of like a slapstick comedy thing like that.
I think I saw that.
It's fucking genius.
I'm not really a movie guy, but I think I saw that.
That's just, I mean, every time I watched it.
Oh, wait. Wait, do I have it here? I had a copy of it. So somebody sent me a
Oh,
copy.
you did. Yeah, you had.
Have you ever seen Die You Zombie Bastard?
No, where is that? That was.
I don't know.
It was laid right here
Somebody
forever.
walked away with it, I think.
Did you give it to Kiwi?
No, I didn't give it to Kiwi. I don't think I gave it to Kiwi. Yeah. Okay. My favorite movie of all time, bar none, is Die You Zombie Bastards. I don't know how I forgot about that one. Yeah. Good luck finding it. Good luck finding any clips of it. Right. It's not out there. But Die You Zombie Bastards, the greatest movie in the history of the human eyeball. Period. The end. Nothing else even comes close.
You did the movie that pissed me off. Since we're talking about movies, we're not talking about cars anymore, apparently. A buddy of mine, he talked me into watching Idiocracy.
I've seen that.
And I'm like,
It's a documentary.
You bastard, you made me listen 2 hours of my life watching this silly, just nonsense. But it is a documentary insight into the future, yes.
Yes.
It is closer than we think, but it was so painful to watch.
Very accurate. Hey, Oscar Gonzalez, it's real life now. It certainly is.
James, yeah, Idiocracy is too real. Yep. And he lives on the West Coast, so he would know much more than we do.
So that movie, Die You Zombie Bastards,
Mm-hmm.
when I had the coffee house on, which one was it? The one on Main Street by the college.
Okay.
And every night, literally every night for probably 6-8 months, at midnight, we would put on Die You Zombie Bastards. We watched it 7 nights a week. That was the midnight show, right? We had all of the regulars, you'd have like maybe 18, 20, 22 people or so that were just like the nightly regulars. They were always there.
Mm-hmm.
Midnight, everybody would grab their seats, get comfortable, and we put on Die You Zombie Bastards. And people would act it out, and like everybody knew all little lines, and it was like an inside thing, like you just run into somebody on the street.
So some random person walks in at 12:30, and everyone's just watching the television.
So like if let's say you're at the store at the supermarket and you come across somebody from there, you'd yell a line from Die You Zombie Bastards, and they would yell one back at you. And I never got tired of it. Never got tired of it. Let's see.
The DVD is on Amazon, apparently, according to Melvin.
Yeah, that's how you can get the DVD, but you can't just see it any other way. There's no clips of it. There's no there's
not on
nothing.
Hulu or nothing like that yet. Oh, okay.
The hero in this movie, like the good guy, is a cannibal serial killer. That's the hero.
Jeffrey Dahmer's the hero.
You gotta see it to appreciate it. Zero saying, "You are an infant mother, Carl's Jr. believes no child should go unfed. Your children are not the property of Carl's Jr." Yep.
Carl's Jr.'s, FUO meeting,
Viva La Cruz, what's your opinion on Clifford Performance parts? I've ordered a few parts from them, and I was actually impressed with the quality of the parts. Yes. No, Clifford's been around since the beginning of time, and yeah, they do make a nice product. Absolutely. You know, what's another good one? Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Oh yeah, I like that movie.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mike Boger, anyone ever watch Hot Rod 1979, or also called The Rebel or the Rotor thing?
Yeah.
The movie is horrible, 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 with one exception. When they steal the funny car, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That was cool. It was like, obviously it was far fetched. It was like, something that could never actually happen, but that was cool.
The original Gone in 60 Seconds is it's okay. It's a little cheesy if you watch it now.
Jamie's saying I was going to say Fear and Loathing is my watched 1,000 times, never got tired of movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, first date with my wife was watching that one. Olive, let's not talk about that particular thing. Ari's here. Look.
What?
I'm not making that up. Right
wow,
there.
Nice.
In blue. Welcome, Ari.
From the main streets of Southern California.
Yeah. Melvin D is saying that snippet on the back of the DVD. Melvin, I don't know what it says.
Mm. Also, since Tony Bennett stopped performing, I have no reason to ever go back to Las Vegas. That's pretty funny.
There's a Roxy the Beast. There's a gas station in Little Man named Norm Day, top fuel driver. Yeah, I've heard of them, but I don't know what you're talking about a gas station. Mopar Man, did he watch Jamie's race video? I only saw a few minutes of it. Kathy was watching it when I was on my way out the door. So I stopped and I watched a few minutes of it. The car sounds great. That brought back a lot of memories watching him bang that thing through the gears. But I did not see the whole thing, and I will watch it when I get home. After I go for a ride on a motorcycle for a while.
Or you're gonna hop on the Buell and go and.
No, I got one of the Sportsters out there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Parked in front. Yeah.
The Buell is my morning ride.
Oh, okay. The Sporties for at night.
Yes, yeah. The Buell, I get on the Buell and I rip around some of the back roads here. Get the adrenaline going, get all woke up, and then the
Sporties just cruising home, just to
cruise home,
cool off the end of the day. And,
right.
Yeah.
Melvin D. Thrilled to the mayhem that ensues when ever-lovable serial killer Red Tool sets off on a globe-trotting quest in search of his missing wife, the lovely Violet, in the clutches of Baron Nefarious. Yeah, please, you gotta watch. You gotta see that movie. You have to see it. You can't go through life and never have seen Die You Zombie Bastards. Well, Palm Man 67 will be in Tien next week. It's a great place, man.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Freemesser, I've never seen him. Well, that's your homework assignment for this week. Do not come back to our Wednesday night Tech Talk Live unless you've seen that movie.
Get on Amazon right now. Get
Yeah, be
yourself
prepared to answer questions.
quote lines.
Quote lines. That's okay. That's your homework assignment for this week. Okay, come back next week quoting a line from Die Zombie Bastards.
Yep, get on Amazon. You'll have it by Saturday. It gives you like 5 days to watch it, on and on and on. So that's like 25 viewings if you do it nonstop. You'll be good. You'll be up to speed.
Mark is saying, laugh my ass off, Tony Hart's movie trivia.
That's what it devolved to that. So apologies.
Let's see.
An actual question.
Are fuel system cleaners a waste of money? I'll let you take that.
In certain situations, no, they're not. If you've neglected your car and you don't know or how or to do replace injectors, a can of that can help.
I did a whole video on Seafoam where I thought it was a joke, right? And I used it on. I had a 80-something Suzuki GS 550. And it was a little, carburetors were a little so-so. People go saying, try Seafoam. Fine.
Good.
I ran a can through there. Perfect. Cleaned it right up. I guess the pilot jets are very sensitive on those tiny passages, right? And I guess they were just barely restrictive enough.
And there's enough detergent and petroleum distillates in that to break that stuff up
and it
suck
worked.
It through. Yeah.
And it worked. So yes, in some cases, like
if you have 20,000 miles on your car, you go to the dealer and they say, well, we need to clean your fuel injectors. Tell them to go pound, right? But if you have something that has some age and it was neglected and stuff like that, yes, it can be a big help.
Here's how I look at it, right? If it's a mechanical failure, obviously nothing you're going to pour in is going to fix that, right? If it's a hard clog, nothing's going to penetrate it, right? So like, let's just say on that motorcycle, if I had a completely clogged pilot jet, the Seafoam never would have been able to get pulled through the pilot jet to do a job. So therefore, it's not going to work. But if you've got just blockage, like not blockage, just a buildup, right? And you do have fuel still flowing through, then yeah, absolutely, that stuff can work.
You gonna go back to that one?
This one?
Yeah.
Yes. Viva la Cruz, which would mean long live the cruise. I fluent in all languages.
Okay.
No, I just know what that means. Going to be finishing up an engine rebuild and we'll be doing the break-in near the end of the month. I've watched your videos on break-in, but do you have any extra tips or tricks for a newbie like me?
Have a buddy and a fire extinguisher. Would be my two big tips.
If it's your first, yeah, I would have a fire extinguisher.
Yeah, and have a buddy so one of you catches on fire, the other guy could shut the car off. And seriously, I mean, that's not,
No, he's being straightforward. I mean, it's not a bad idea to have a buddy and a fire extinguisher, especially if it's your first. But if you've done it a bunch of times and you've been on fire a couple of times and
you're used to it. You don't panic when the fire comes.
You're not right, exactly. Yeah. Do everything you possibly can to make sure that it fires immediately. So you want to double check, triple check, quadruple check, quintuple check to make sure that your timing, your ignition timing is going to be preset so that motor is going to fire immediately. And I did a couple of videos on that, right? I don't remember what they're called. You'd have to go search, right? But I did a couple of videos on that. You want to make sure that the engine is going to fire immediately, right? If the engine doesn't fire immediately, don't crank it any more than crank it for a dozen revolutions. And if it hasn't barked or lit off by then, stop and regroup. Start from scratch again, because
all that cool cam pre-lube and all that stuff that's pre-lubed and everything, and all your pre-lube and all your bearings
is all rubbing off, right? Yeah. Exactly. Well, the pre-lube on the bearings will stay, but it's the coating on the cam that I worry about.
Right.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's the only thing I can think of, man. Alan Schulderbroth is saying you cannot step on the same piece of water twice.
Okay.
Raymond Cabell says Bottle Rocket is cool.
Okay.
Thank you. Danny Boyd is Elihu, will you loof on my stretch marks?
Yeah, he's been drinking.
I doubt it. That's just let's see. Rainy 6, Tony, if you like that movie, try Evil Dead 1. No, it's a whole different type of thing, bro. A whole totally different type of thing.
Yeah. The movie that fucked me up for so long was I seen Night of the Living Dead at a drive-in when I was like 12.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, what the? Yeah, messed me up for years. Probably still messing me up.
Josh Holman, is it true Bottle Rocket was an old taxi cab? No, it was just some old Mexican guy's daily driver. And he was done with it. The motor had locked up, and he was scrapping it when I bought it. They're still talking about movies.
Yeah.
We should maybe do a movie night.
Just put a projector up on the shop and put the camera in the shop, and yeah, we could do it like Mystery Science 3000. We could sit, in between the camera and the movie theater and eat popcorn and tell bad jokes.
That actually could be fun. And we wouldn't run into copyright problems because we're commenting.
It's a reaction video.
It's a reaction video. YouTube with hearts like you just for fun.
Yeah.
Put the camera behind you doing it. Yeah. Start a new channel and never monetize it. Yeah.
They'll still strike in and take it down. The problem with that, though, is they'll link that unmonetized channel somehow back to your...
Yes. You have to be very careful when you do stuff.
You have to be a whole different person and a whole different IP address and a whole different everything, because they'll track you down and ruin your fun. Ask me how I know.
Dude, it's almost 9 o'clock. And we're coming up on the...
We are.
Yes. So we're gonna wrap it up soon.
All right. How about now?
Now? Wrap it up?
Wrap it up now.
Okay. So where do you even start? I don't know. You wrap it up tonight. I'm just gonna sit here like this.
So what do you have coming up this week, Tony?
I'm playing with my motorcycle. I'm going to go hurt myself on a dirt bike.
Oh, okay. You're going to see what you can break next.
Yes.
Okay.
I haven't broken anything on a motorcycle in like a long time now. Like 22 years was the last time.
Keep your phone with you so you can call Kathy Bananas. She can come pick you up.
I dial 911 and then I get on the bike. Yes. we're going to do stuff this week, but I don't know. I am going to do a review of every carburetor I've ever heard of.
That's like I said. Stop by tomorrow. I'll give you a couple.
Okay.
Then you can see the new dog. So that's what I have going on. And if it's not, because originally they keep changing the weather. Because the beginning of the week they told us that tomorrow, 4th of July, it was going to rain, and it wasn't going to be 7,000 degrees. And I was like, cool, it'll be cool enough in the shop. It may be a little noisy, but I can get out there and do something, instead of ignoring that whole sauna that is my shop right now. But they changed it to like, no, it's just going to be infinity heat and sun. And then it's going to rain on you for the weekend and ruin your fun. So you could not cut your grass for like 2 weeks in a row now.
All right. But so Dr. Fubar just put up the link to Dr. Art's channel, Dr. Art's Hot Rod Rehab. He's going to do stuff. I'm going to do stuff.
I'm going to do stuff.
Videos up the wazoo. You can't believe how many videos we're going to do. Fubar just put up the link to our merch. My merch. Thank you so much, Fubar. Mm-hmm. Should do a video on piston skirt wear. Okay, maybe. Mm-hmm. Zero put up a link to Jamie's channel, Dead Dodge Garage. Absolutely go over there and sub to him. The best Mopar channel on all of YouTube. And I seldom show up by calling it just a Mopar channel. Just a fantastic channel, period, the end.
Yes. It's entertainment for everyone.
Yeah, it's just good entertainment, whether you're into Mopars or not. You could just watch him and hate him. I hate Mopars. I hate this guy. Watch him anyway. It doesn't make a difference.
Right.
He doesn't care.
And he'll sing on his lives.
He does sing on his lives. Speaking of lives, you do a live every Monday night at 7 o'clock.
Monday night, 7 o'clock Central.
Yes.
Right here on YouTube. Not here, but here on YouTube.
Yes, on YouTube. Yes. And he features viewers rides.
Right. So all you folks that have cool cars that want to show them with the rest of the world, I put up the link to my email. You email in pics of your car. We put them up. We talk about them. We drool on them. We Google on them. All kinds of stuff like that.
So all of our mods, right? And they're all here tonight.
And they're all here.
Yes.
Are awesome.
Zero, Mexican Spec, Fubar the Axe, and the mythical Ari, who comes and goes. Thank you guys all so much.
Your super chats.
And the super chats. Everybody contributed to super chat. Thank you so much.
500. That's going to be some kind of record so as far as your yen intake. 500 yen.
That's a lot of yen.
From our gentleman in Japan.
I have no idea what a yen is, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And everybody contributed just with your presence and your conversation. Thank you. Your views are what allows ding-dongs like us to sit in front of a friggin' camera and be the luckiest people really on earth.
And before you go to bed, smash the like button, the thumb for this video, because it really does help.
And your homework assignment this week is to come back next Wednesday night with a line from Die You Zombie Bastards.
That's right.
So, and happy 4th of July, everybody. Blow it up. Just go for it, man.
Blow it up. Yeah. If you get a little scared, that's okay. You're having fun.
Dude, my 4th of July parties in New York were just off the chain. They were dangerous. No, it was nothing but blockbusters and nitro cars. Really, every 4th of July, I roll my car out in front of the house and do turkeys. And then after that spectacle, whatever neighbors were left, they would all leave. That guy is insane, right? They would all leave, and then we would bring out the blockbusters and the flower bombs and the watermelon bombs.
Is a blockbuster like a big M80 or what?
It's like several M80s.
Like taped together like a pipe bomb.
Yeah, it's like a half stick of dynamite.
Oh, okay.
And so we did flower bombs and watermelon bombs. We fill a watermelon with gasoline
and blow it up and
blockbuster. Yeah. So it was crazy. It was crazy. Then one year, me and my brother, we got ripped. We wiped, the two of us, we wiped out a bottle of tequila, right? And we got on the roof of his van, right? And we were shooting fireworks. We'd have all the fireworks up on the roof with us. And I think I accidentally hit him with a Roman candle.
Accidentally.
Bounced off of him. And then he turned. And so the next thing you know, we've got all of these fireworks and we're on the roof of his van and we're shooting everything at each other.
Flaming projectiles.
who were burned to a crisp when it was over. It was just burned to a crisp. I had no facial hair. Second and third degree burns all over my finger. But we were so drunk you didn't even feel it. It was okay.
Well, yeah,
to keep
I
going.
mean, that much tequila, you're invisible anyway.
That's what I'm saying. All right.
Do you wake up the next day and go, oh?
He puked. He went in the bathroom and puked so hard against the wall. He projectile vomited so hard that it slapped the wall. You had to be there. You had to be there. All right. That's it. Guys, I'm going to ride my motorcycle. Good night, everybody. Thank you all. And we'll see you
In the future.
in the future. Good night, all. And end.
That's it.
Stop. Stop now.
Stop.